Who's up right now as we're getting this cleaned up. Yes, it's true. I seen this one right now and I had to go live. I was fixing these cards. So let's see. What do we got? This is going to be an all sign. Let's see. Let's get some people in here. All right, we got somebody in the room. You're up already. All right, guys. I'm normally not up this early, but for whoever you are, where you from? Hey, good morning. Look at this, guys. You always find the way to win. And some of you guys could be operating in silence. Getting ready for work, me too, man. I was, but I had to do something for you guys because it's been a while. And look, somebody is secretly jealous, baby. Look at this. Hola, Illinois in the house, Pennsylvania. Guys, in this portal that happened on February 22, a lot of you guys, I'm hoping that you release everything that you had that was holding you back. Any kind of resentment, anything. I took a few weeks. UK baby in the house. I know I've been working out. So if you haven't released anything, like on, the betrayals that we went through, some of us went through silence. People saw us struggle. For a lot of you guys, look, there's somebody secretly jealous. And you guys are going to find out it's not the ones you have your eye on, yes, but there's one this close to you. And you know why they're mad? Because it's almost like you have like the Midas touch, whoever I'm talking to. And it could have hurt you. You could have been removed or you could have been terminated from your job. Maybe you put a lot of years in their hours. They didn't appreciate you anyways, for a lot of you guys. And this, like I was cleaning these cards. I have these and I had to go live right now. But a lot of these are the old cards I used to use when I started. It says, I am worthy. I am grateful. I am the creator of my success. Take a little snapshot. These are going to be your affirmations, guys. And I feel this is going to help you. It's going to push you. But you got to keep silent because for a lot of you guys, you have the secret hater. And it could be somebody close to you, a family, or somebody you call family. If it was a coworker, like somebody you brought into work, like you gave them heads up, this is somebody that could have sabotaged you. And look, your parents, your family don't like you. Or you could be telling somebody like, yo, and sometimes we don't want to pay attention. Our parents could be telling us, ese cabrón, esa cabrona ain't worth the shit. But, if you're, God's going to enlighten you. Yo, let me tell you, on my spiritual journey, some people are not going to believe that you're, that they picked you. That he picked you. And it's none of your business. Just go with the flow. As much as it hurts you, don't even worry about it. You don't have to prove it. Some of you guys, you have. Like you could be the black sheep. And you could be crying about it. But you were made different. And maybe the black sheep for some of you guys is, maybe you feel offended. But you're the most creative. You're the truth teller. No tienes pelos en la lengua. Hola, mi chingona, mi chingón. Look at this. For some of you guys, me quieres, demuéstralo. And this, you could be telling somebody in love. And we're going to get into love because for a lot of you guys, this is even in love. Like you always find a way to win. Like if somebody tried to betray you in love, you could have gave this person a few, chances. But this time, let me see. This time, you might have not jumped, or I'm hearing monkey branch. You actually pulled back, and maybe your person monkey branch, and for the first time you said, you know what, I'm going to heal. The whole deck is upside down. And look, the Page of Swords. I had the deck upside down. The Page of Swords. So you, for some of you guys, you had somebody doing magic, and they could have had a whole ancestors here. Or if this is you, because I haven't got into the signs. We'll go through the signs. This is just the first, the Page of Swords, and look, the Star. There was somebody watching you in this energy. This could be a sister. This could be, a relative, or this could be just the person that hates you. Look, this is what they were desiring. And for some of you guys, if you were crying over spilled milk, there's somebody that could have passed away, I heard. Yeah, because look, death is right here. And you could be missing this person. If this is a sibling, this is one that wants to have you in confusion. Like if there's an inheritance or something, you're worried, you're more in your feelings about, somebody that passed away. Look, with the death card. And look, the Ace of Pentacles behind it. But look, there's somebody that was conjuring. This could be a greedy ass sister. This, if you're a female, this sister wants to look like you, wants to be like you, and they're pissed because why? Why is it that you always win? Maybe because you faithful to God, and a lot of people will tell, they could be telling you, how is it, Lupita, that you got, and you're like a gangster bitch, or whatever you do. Maybe that was in the past. It says those who hurt you will one day need you. And this person, whoever this person is in your life, they're gonna need you. God sees everything. But look at all the team, look at all these people. And for some of you guys, these are not even demons. These are people that came against you because why? Why does Collective have an easy life? You didn't even pick it. I mean, that's your destiny. Even though sometimes you might have it hard, because you could be in your emotions. A ver, ¿dónde estabas? Look, you could be in your emotions. This could be, you could be Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart. And for some of you guys, this is a person that they didn't want you to have another lover. If this is a lover, that's for a few of you guys, not all of you guys. Now, a lot of you guys are on this, if they were doing spell magic and you felt confusion, pull back that energy. Like if you want to be mad at somebody, pull back that energy. But somebody's kind of like spying on you, and they're seeing that you're chilling. You're by yourself, you're in nature. And they want to know, Collective, they want to know, how is it? How do you still, look, this person is, look, they're chilling, well dressed. Your aura, your energy, I always tell you guys, your energy makes you beautiful. For my ladies, if you're a man, dude, your energy, you can be like infinite. Estoy gordito, flaco. It doesn't matter. There's a person for you. And plus, it's the energy. It's the energy, baby. For both of you guys. And with this death card right here, look. This is like for some of you guys, this could be a parental figure. If you're a female, like your mom is crazy. She was competing with you. And look at this bird. Oh no, I thought I was seeing a bird, but no. She could be mad. And see, look. I'm just picking up on what I'm seeing. For a lot of you guys, you have a guardian angel. I don't know who you are. Put it in comments if you've always felt. Or this could be your inner child, Your inner child is telling you, come out. And you're over here, but I'm going to get caught, get this and that. And for some of you guys, this could be a secret admirer, like that's coming in through your window. If you know, you know. It's not for all of you guys, but for some of you guys, you're kind of trying to make a decision, but I don't think you see this coming. If this is you, you're gonna leave the house. This is like you're sneaking out, and your inner child is telling you, "Vámonos." Look, collective. You're saying that no, I don't have love coming. Look, we're gonna get into that, but look, this is what you're dreaming. Who wants love? Look, we have this, and then I'm gonna leave it like this with the Ten of Swords upside down. Whoever was coming for you this year in 2026, that's you. You want love? You got good love. You know, where did I leave it? What you've been wishing. It could be a Leo, or you could be a Leo. But look at this person. This person looks like he has money. He might be from a different country. This person's gonna make you excited. Like, if you're meeting somebody new, maybe you've already met them, you know this person makes you excited. It's like, look how tall those plants se levantaron. But whoever was coming up against you, the Ten of Swords is upside down, and look, the spirit team, this could be, you know, your guardian angel, everybody that was involved. Yeah, because look, with the Justice, this person, if this is a family member, they're pissed. Why are you gonna give them all of this? They're trying to find out. Let's find out. Let's see. We got the Death when I split it. This Knight of Cups. You do have I'm telling you, talk to it. A lot of people don't even realize how important it is. I just barely met mine the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Look, with the Page of Cups. Let's see, what is it? Let me use something different. Let me change it around. So for a lot of you guys, look, they have to pay you back. And this is like the Proverbs 6:31. And for some of you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you guys want like new. And this card Fuchi, for a lot of you guys, you're like, fuck that. You don't want the past. For the ones that don't want the past, you're like, Fuchi. That's something like saying, nah, I'm good. And you probably, because this person might have left you in this energy, they didn't really think about how they didn't take in consideration on how they broke it off with you was going to affect you, and probably even if you have kids, or it's just you yourself. They didn't take that in consideration, and I feel that here they want to come back, man or woman, and this could be a man in the female energy. But look at her eyes, or his eyes. It could be either way, and there's a fish back there. So there's somebody in the background. That could be a Pisces. They could be kind of like, in Spanish they call it metiche, just somebody that's, it's almost like they're telling them go, push, and maybe they're encouraging them. But you have two. Some of you guys have somebody that is gonna want to come back to you. If this was the whole crew, like look at all these people. They were watching when you were going through this right here. And now if somebody wants to come right the wrongs, now for some of you guys, this could be even a parental figure, and they don't really want to tell you the truth. They want to lie, but that fish jumping out the water is like half truth, at least what I'm hearing. But with the Six of Wands, it feels like everybody wants to come and apologize, but they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to take accountability. And if they were conjuring demons, like, guys, if I'm picking up on y'all's energy, Like when it comes to evil stuff, you might have grew up seeing kind of spirits, and they found it entertaining, like watching you struggle, even watching you leave. For some of you guys, look with this tower moment. It's like, look, the division of a home, and all because, look, I'm telling you, I saw it early. Like you could have had somebody that passed away, and it could be like this. If this is a parental figure for some of you guys, I feel if it wasn't recent, like when they were watching you struggle, and it's almost like they didn't even want to give you half of the house, and you were trying to leave before. For some of you guys, you were trying to leave. And guys, for some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, for some of you guys, that looks like my uncle. We call him La Changa. Some of you guys, if this person could have been, you could have been hurt. If you had somebody that passed away and nobody told you, for some of you guys, you had somebody that never really told you. They didn't want to tell you, or this could be whether it's a parental figure or it could be a lover. For some of you guys, it's going to be for a little bit of you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. For some of you guys, this could have been somebody like a parental figure, and they went off and they were heart conditioned or something. They had a health condition, and maybe you had somebody, whether it was a sibling or the other parent, and they might have exploded. If this was you were kind of disgusted if you had a partner or spouse and they weren't supportive. You were going through this. Something about reactive abuse, and it had to do with this. This could be also a mother figure, or it could be either way. They said for some of you guys, if this is in your marriage. Yeah, because look, if this was in your marriage, this doesn't always have to be a physical death. For some of you guys, if it is, my condolence. But for a lot of you guys, some of you guys left this particular person because look, you see how they threw you out there like you were just nobody. And you said, all right, bitches, watch what my dad's gonna do, God. And it was like you went through a lot, and all because you wanted your freedom. For some of you guys, it was your freedom. And see, look, this person, if they want to ask for forgiveness, guys, whoever, like somebody expects for you to come back and tell them, for some of you guys, like, you know what, I want to get back with you, but I feel like they're dreaming. Some of you guys want this particular person, but you feel they're going to be playing games. And then for some of you guys, Spirit, God is telling you, why even mess around? This person already tried to look. And if this person was somebody that, this is the same guy that was with the 3 people. Like this could have been somebody that tried to play you. Like, yeah, they try to already put you here. I don't know about you guys, but if you have a past, this could also be like for some of you guys, you're one of the parental figures passed away, and then the other one that didn't like you was trying to make you like run. This is like secretly behind. Look at all the demons. Remember we were seeing somebody conjuring. For some of you guys, everything's returning. Like I said, for a few of you guys, yo, you already know what it is with the spiritual world. Es más, you know el cucuy. You know el cucuy. And some of you guys, you're meeting somebody that's kind of dark like this. This could be somebody, both of your inner child look. Kind of like the pinche vampires. Like, you know, you grew up in darkness. But look, you're covered by an angel. And I'm telling you, you could be dealing with a vampire. Look, here they are again. Doesn't this fucker look? Look at this guy. For some of you guys, this you're gonna know like in the next couple of weeks, or if this already happened, there's somebody that you're gonna know this person. He either stepped in shit and he ruined your carpet and he acts like kind of arrogant, like, oh, it's my shit, or this could be a sibling, and I don't know for some of you guys. But you're gonna find out this person is influencing these two people, whether these are like somebody that control an estate, like financial stuff. But look at this guy. If this is a sibling, this could be a sibling that hurt one of your parents because you were gonna be left an inheritance. And you don't need to play into this game. That's gonna be for all of you guys. Look. If this, whether it's a man or a woman, like a sister or brother, this person is just, this is a sibling that doesn't know how to either acquire money or doesn't know how to reproduce it. This is a person that'll front, and you know, he's using it for his pleasures. You could be a woman, maybe you like your pleasure, but look at him. Look at this. This person is playing dirty, and look, oh, you're gonna give such and such that much. I mean, he's paying attention. I don't know, for some of you guys, not all of you guys. But anyways, what's the other one? It says, I love my spiritual journey. It led me to God, and then, no, there was. So yeah, be careful for this one. They want me to show you again, and let me just pull from here before I get into these other ones. Robin Thicke, maybe that song, I Know You Want It. For some of you guys, if this is like a relationship, you were supposed to marry somebody, you were supposed to get with somebody, you're gonna find out that they sabotaged it. And for some of you guys, all the shit that you went through, it could have been over you wanting to divorce and, you know, meet somebody else. And that's why I heard Fuchi. This person, the way they reacted to, you know, they could have lied. They could have said, yeah, everything was good, and maybe they told you they were going to want to work it out, and then they just hit you with that paperwork. Look, family tree and a losing battle. If this is something, I'm telling you, if this is something like you wanted to go in a different direction, because we saw the 6 of Swords, it's like they could have been telling you, no, if you go with this guy or if you go with this woman, you know, you're going to have to, like they were financially abusing you. And you could be a grown-ass woman, or you could be at that age where, like an arranged marriage. And that's crazy. For a lot of you guys, it was just control. Like you wanted to do something for yourself, and that looked like a wealthy family. So for a lot of you guys, whatever they did, if they wanted to control you, you had to work here and this, and maybe you put in a lot of work, and then you want to go after your dreams. And you're being told that you didn't do wrong. Even though you might have had people come up against you, I'm telling you, don't even seek revenge. I push that a lot, because you could be in this energy like, man, like you could have been even lost that other dude, your dude, if you're a woman, and like you're just trying to understand why. If you're a woman, like why would your parents support the other guy, even if you were married? Could have been an asshole, or however it may be. And even if it wasn't you didn't have that attitude, I feel like for some of you guys, you just wanted to leave in a good, healthy way. But you could be saying, Infinite, after all of that, can I really, you know, come back? This could have been karmic ties, and you're not even realizing that God actually saved you. You know, you're taking accountability. People, when they come back, they're going to come out, they're going to be like, no, or they're telling people, no, it was a misunderstanding, you know. Taurus or Capricorn, or you could be water sign, and they could be like, no, the reason we're in separation, like for a lot of you guys, they could have, I'm telling you, it's a losing battle. They could have spread rumors that weren't true. And you're in this energy. Nobody believes me, nobody loves me. Those people are not supposed to love you. Cancer, baby, 777. My God, look at this. Don't be fighting this. And for some of you guys, you're meant to change this. El árbol, this family tree. It says your family ties can be a source of wisdom, but they can also bring an inheritance of pain. Honor great roots, but be aware of the imprint patterns in the subconscious mind. Influence, it could influence your behavior. A lot of you guys, if you're in this spiritual battle and you have people that are not taking the accountability, don't force it. Because you could be trying to figure it out. I'm in separation. Why is nobody trying to help me? And I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, you have a great vision. And that could be like if you took your spiritual journey, like to break these karmic ties, and you want to fix. Some of you guys, there's shit that they want to sweep under the rug. And in order to break a generational curse, like, everybody has to be involved, but they don't want to take accountability. And you could be at this point and you're like, God, ancestors, I'm trying to do it, pero estos cabrones, they don't want to take accountability. And for a lot of you guys, you could be like me, like, fuck. I don't take shit personal because I know my mission. So I tell other people and they're like, fuck, for reals, like, don't take that shit personal. The hardest part is for them to understand, but they're filled with shame and guilt, and that's not your problem. See, for a lot of you guys, you took accountability. Yeah, I cheated. I love this person. But I wasn't hiding it. Some of you guys, what do? You didn't do it at a spike. And for some of you guys, your person did, or you, whoever, but regardless, nobody should be able to judge you. Like Dolores Cannon said this one thing that I heard. You could have anything in this world. Like God gives you the ability to have anything in this world as long as you don't hurt somebody. And a lot of people, they don't give a, you know what? And whoever you are, for some of you guys, you could play dirty. You could play very dirty. But they see you following God's, like you might have said, no, God told me I have to do, and they took advantage of you. And it hurts you. And if you haven't told them, don't tell them. You thought you could confine in this family tree, but they know if you break this curse, they know what you're going to receive. Don't make that mistake. Stay silent. And the one that carried you in the belly, that doesn't mean that they're going to be loyal. The devil will use anything, and that's why when you don't take nothing personal, the devil no puede. Not even your kids. You gotta be strong in the spirit. You gotta let go. These are karmic ties. And look, you see the chains right here? Just looking at the chains, it's not gonna be easy. The more that you could detach and just worry on your health, because then the rest will domino. And the number 6 is love. Look, you're gonna love you're gonna love putting the effort to break this generational curse, because it's gonna be like, imagine you're like in an illusion and you break these chains. I didn't get that message. But look, and some of you guys could be in there, and this is good. Like, this is time for you to reflect, baby. Who and what you need to cut. The number 23, that's a 5. This is something that in May could be happening. For some of you guys, life path 5, life path 8. This is one of the toughest ones, the life path 8, because you have to be careful. Life path 8, whatever you do, it comes back to you for some of you guys. But if they take advantage, you got to defend yourself. That's a different story. That you have to go to God. You have 34. Some of you guys could be 34. Something about also like August or born on the 8th. 23. Here's another 5. So 5, 5, 55. Look, family tree for some of you guys, it's going to take you. And look, I'm going to tell you this. This is a 1. In order for you to get out of this energy, because you could be in this energy, you could be like, but Infinite, look, these bitches, they don't want to listen to me, or my sister bullies me, or, you know, I'm separated. Fuck that. Look, and you could be financial stress, and that's why you need to connect. Because some of you guys could be fearing this, or when it comes to love, you could be a little bit focused, like nobody's gonna love me because this. No, you have it. Some of you guys, it just, you need a change. Maybe don't look at the physical appearance. I don't know. For some of you guys, you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone, and it could be somebody like, and you could be saying, no, I'm stepping out. There's a lot of, this is gonna be a gift. And if you're holding on to the past, like I'm telling you, you're gonna be able to hold on to the past, but you're gonna forfeit something that's meant for you. You got recognition here, and look, you're about to get a helping hand if this is love in your career, because look, the self-expression is here, guys, and the violin. So for some of you guys, when you step out on faith, you're holding on to the past. Even if it's a family, they're not interested in you succeeding. They don't want you to change. Their fear is for you to change, and you're gonna leave them behind. And if it's another person, like imagine your own family trying to hold you back so you could stay with somebody that doesn't even want to compromise with you, like a spouse, man or woman, and your family, they're stuck in, no, you can't leave them. What are they gonna think? Fuck that. They're not sleeping with them. And I'm not saying that your person can be bad. It's just the way they're taking it. You know, it's like they see you here suffering, and they're looking at you, and they're not trying to help you. So behind the scenes is what I'm hearing. You could be in separation, dealing with financial stress. And for a lot of you guys, you could have sacrificed. Like when God called you, I wouldn't play with God. You could have been like, fuck, it could have been this celebration, and it could have been you. Like, but then you have people that are over here, your own family, trying to hold you back. And that should make you wonder. And with this self-expression, when God tells you to tell your side, because you haven't spoke your side, the way you're gonna express it, it's like a violin, and they might cry, but that's none of your business. And they're gonna carry this hurt. It's like if you're dealing with this right now, that's why in 2022, and look, you still got time. Entering March, you have the portal 3-3. Let it go. It's not worth it. I took a little space behind too, and I was like, fuck that. Because I had to deal with a little bit. And you know what? It's none of my business anymore. Consistency could be anything. This could be consistency with you, like you give everything? I could get on here and grind. Anybody can, you know, when you're ambitious, I could be on here, but I'd rather have God. So God will test you in different ways. And you could be gangster as fuck. God, I hear, you don't understand how many people call me. They're like, fuck, and these are thugs, and they're like, pero Dios, no mames, way. I tell them, God is everything. Look at King David, he used to kill 10. He loved who he was, and God loved him. He fucking went to war. Look at Esther. She had the fucking courage. There's a lot of people, man, and when you're led by God, doesn't mean you're not going to be able to defend yourself. Anyways, consistency. This is your consistency to your journey. Are you able to change? If not, you're going to be fighting it. Look, the losing battle. And this is something that you're going to say, you know what? I'm meant to help other people. And for some of you guys, this is your guardian angel. This could be even a friend. Fuck, she looks like Linda Terrell. Isn't it Linda Terrell? Sexy ass bitch. Yeah. The helping hand. For some of you guys, this is you. Like, fine as hell. Look at you. Pick me up. Are you my angel? Yes. Look, consistently. You have somebody that's helping you. Don't deny it. Why? Don't if in the past, if this is somebody from your past, I feel like if this is love, I'm gonna tell you, fuck. For some of you guys, there's somebody from your past that wasn't there for you, man or woman, doesn't matter. And I feel without reading this at the bottom, look, they rolled the dice and they didn't come and help you. Like you're leaving one person to go and that bitch cowers out. Man or woman is what I'm hearing. I'm channeling at the moment. They want a second chance, but they don't want to come towards you because look, they have anxiety is what I'm picking up. And look, painful memories because why? They seen you struggle. Unseen words. And because they don't want to step up to you, that's everyone. I'm telling you, look, because they don't want to speak up and they don't know if you would give them a second chance, you're about to walk through this portal. Guys, I'm telling you, whatever you experience in the past, you could be like, I don't know, I want to give up. And you don't want to walk through here. And you're telling, this could even be you. You're like, I don't know. You're making excuses. I don't know. God did this, and God ain't going to tell you. He's not going to make you like, yo, whatever in the past, it's an illusion. You got the key. It looked like a key right there. Yeah, it is a key. Think about it in the past, because I'm not talking to anybody. Yo, man or woman, look, the fog of uncertainty has lifted. Like you were a problem solver. But something caused you to, the kokoi, the crazy spirit, man. Put it in the comments if you experience, like you saw spirits, like spirits. And if it's not that, for some of you guys, like, fuck the spirits, the betrayal. The betrayal is the one that hurt you, look. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, the betrayal hurt like a motherfucker. Because you gotta be crazy. Like when it comes to somebody that close, it's scary. Like you don't think about a person. There was a girl that I know, she's crazy. Like she's a homegirl of my pero loca, and I seen her boxing the streets. Like she goes, man, how could I do that to my mom? Like I wanted to, but I didn't, and that was the devil playing with her. And I told her, fuck, me too, but it's something when you, and it's almost like when you forgive, they're laughing, but that's the spirit behind them. See? The healing path. They don't want to see you like that. For some of you guys, like I'm telling you, I picked up on this family tree. It's a parental figure. And why? Why does that hurt you the most? Because the number 4, this Cancer, look, because it's an unfortunate loss. And I'm going to tell you on my end, like, my son came over the weekend. He's older. And everything he remembers, he's like, Papi, you were right. He goes, well, why didn't you take action? I was thinking of you guys. I didn't want them in the street. So for a lot of you guys, whatever you sacrifice, you feel that you're like, this is it. I lost everything. But baby, I don't know who this is. You better claim it in the comments. This is what I'm picking up channeling. You think it's over, man or woman, and you don't realize this portal's about to open up for you. And for some of you guys, if God tells you to pull back, fuck. You don't have to worry about anything. It's not even about the money. Chase God, he'll give you everything. I'm telling you. Don't, look, you're about to give birth. And I can't tell you, I can't convince you. And you have to take it to God, and I'm telling you. Some of you guys, you were working hard for these people. And it's almost like they got so confident. that they could take your energy, that maybe you if this, whether siblings, parents, whatever, and they wanted your position so bad, and you could be in this energy like, fuck, like they don't even think about me, I went through it, it's like I don't exist, they don't want to give me this helping hand, and you're meant to go somewhere else, and you're in this energy. It's almost like you're carrying their energy, their burdens, and you might have a lot of love, but now I want you to realize this is what they're bringing this card back to me, okay? What you're not realizing, that betrayal, as soon as you get out of this energy, and even if you got to take accountability, for some of you guys, like, yeah, you know, I was a part of this. You don't have to lie, because some of you guys, if you're the person, I'm telling you, man, I was saying this in another reading. I did a readings, but I haven't posted them because up there, but let people slander your name. That's part of the process. If you're truly who you are and you stand in your truth, you don't have to defend yourself. Most of these people that betrayed you or hurt you, whether it's love or family, whatever, the minute that you stand in the room and you stay calm, and people that probably took their side, they'll be surprised, and they might ask you. But what I heard right now is, but you don't even have to go that far, because when you walk through this door, the way God handles everything, that's why let it go through one ear and out the other, and do what you got to do. Because if not, you're going to be in this energy. You don't want to carry it. Like, what the hell? Who cares what anybody thinks? Who cares? Who cares if they took your man or your woman? If you didn't fight for them, that tells you a lot. If they betrayed you, it's like my priest told me. He goes, "Mijo, you didn't lose nothing." He goes, "The way you were trying to do the things, mijo," he said, "another woman will respect you. But if a woman sees that you left your ex in the street and did her dirty, she's not gonna confide in you." And the same thing with a man. She might get mad, like in my case, and I don't mean anything to happen to her, at least on my part, because my kids are with her, and you know, I want them to be safe. But that's what he told me, and it was true. It made sense. So you don't have to seek revenge. And these burdens you're carrying, for some of you guys, these are your family burdens. They're not your responsibility. You're making them accountable. Like, you could have been the one helping them, and they threw you to the side like you weren't shit. And guess what? Now they need you, or they will. As soon as you pull your energy, you could be like me and be like, "Hey, eso no me pertenece. That's not my responsibility." Because some of you guys, they had the ability to help you, and now they want your help, and they're like, "Ay, no me quieres ayudar." Pues, how does not? No, that's not my responsibility. You know, and this is what your higher self is telling you. Because why? Because look, you already did it a few times, and you gotta let them face their shadow. And this is something that, look, you had to relocate. For some of you guys, look, you're gonna find a new place in a few boo, and this is part of your spiritual. I'm telling you, man. Let me go back, because they said this is something you're gonna be empowered, but they just reminded me, where's that? Somebody's gonna be pissed. Guys, I don't know, pick this energy, or like claim it. I don't know, they showed, ¿dónde está el pinche dice? You have the opportunity to roll the dice. You've already seen, you already experienced. They want me to show you this one. I know I'm going through it because they want me to show you the one with the dice. I need to read it to you guys. Look. Some of you guys, you were letting them win because you're not greedy. Like, you want people to win, especially when it's your family. And look, they don't know how to see things from a higher perspective. And a lot of you guys are learning. And like, who doesn't want their family to win? Mm-hmm. Like consistency. You could have been somebody like, come on, look, second chances. Like, if you have a parental figure, this could be even a sibling. Like, you would put them on game. Like, yo. Or if you had a company, orale, take it over. So they could, but maybe for whatever reason, they're always just like, for some of you guys, straight up, you have, if this is a sibling, like, fuck, you're not looking back. Maybe you're the oldest and you just always been like looking forward. And the ones in the back are mad at you. And maybe you even give them, yo, you could give somebody a fucking brand new truck in fucking 3 months, they'll fuck it all because they're not used to it. They don't know how to work for it. And then they're pissed. Like, yo, and for some of you guys, this is your second opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, God forgives. Jesus forgives, yo. And if you have the opportunity to take it, man or woman, fuck that. Look, you're going to be unspoken words, and when you take this, it might bring you a little anxiety because you're going to think that you're going to feel alone. But this problem is going to be resolved, and you are. If you are wanting reconciliation, for some of you guys, you want reconciliation, and look, you do have it. For the ones that, you know, it wasn't that major. Both of you guys had to improve, I'm hearing. And look, if you keep giving love, people don't understand when you're going through betrayals. It's up to you. How do you respond to it? No matter how the world sees you. Sometimes you gotta look. The universe sends an eagle and cuts the ties because it's unhealthy. This is a number 6. Somebody born on the 6th or in June, that's the love. How much love do you have to cut these cords? Look, some of you guys are stepping into this. I'm telling you, for a lot of you guys, you know this shit. And you could be evil. You could choose evil. But you're deciding to cut ties. And a lot of you guys, you're gonna uplift people. You've seen how people have carried these burdens. For some of you guys, you know, you could be able to tell somebody, I didn't read this, bitch. I experienced it and I overcame it. And if God did it for me, God could do it for you. You know? Yeah, look, you have an umbrella. And somebody's going to want to warn you about somebody that has this resentment towards you. This is somebody that didn't believe in you. This is somebody that created obstacles. This is somebody you might have just gave. You might have said, look, keep it on. You know, just keep it. This person could have been so malicious. They wanted you to go to jail. But you know what? When you wish bad on somebody else, that shit always comes back. And somebody's about to learn that lesson, look. Because you, during that rainy season, you could have been homeless, but look, you stayed optimistic is what I'm hearing. And look, some of you guys, ladies, for my ladies, look, you live the truth. My men too that are hearing this, whoever it is. Some of you guys are a little bit older and you've held on, like you haven't said your side of the story. And it's put you in this battle, but you're about to speak up with this loving energy that when you say it with love, what did you learn? How are you going to help others? Because there's people that you're going to help, like really, instead of making these mistakes, instead of seeing it this way. Because sometimes we keep ourselves in this battle of, like I said, some of you guys, if they put you in a confusion state of mind, like your family had you fucking believing some bullshit, some of them could even try to poison you guys. And even with them just keeping you in the dark, you facing your shadow is the best blessing. They're gonna hate it. Because you don't have your power. Look at the aura. Like, bitch, try me. You're gonna be able to tell them, and this is why you're gonna get influenced. They're expecting you to go off, but the way you're gonna say, you know what, I lived through this losing battle, and I learned that I don't have to carry that shit. I don't have to live in resentment. But somebody's gonna come in. This is somebody you had karmic ties, and they're pissed because they're supposed to destroy you, but you're in this energy. And some of you guys don't even want. That looks like my ex. Not that one, but another one. I'll let you go. Some of you guys, you could have black hair, tattoos. You have that look like, ay. something about a platform. There's this the way you're gonna teach somebody how to. Some of you guys are the light in the dark. I'm telling you, son brujas, but the way you celebrate, like you found your place. There's, if you're a bruja, like a woman, and there's people trying to attack you, oh my God, they don't even know. You could be a man too, but they said a woman. They don't even know. You come from the pinche giants or maybe from up there, you know? And they're gonna underestimate you. And it could be somebody that you cut ties. First they let you go or they discarded you, and then it's almost like they were, if you've been away for a while, some of you guys could have went to jail or something, but you stayed consistent on your journey, your healing. You see how you have that light coming in and you were enlightened, and you could have been in the dark and you're like, bitch, turn the light off. There's an owl right there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. The owl could be significant. Pinche witchcraft, they can be sending you, but you see things from a higher perspective, even if they send, like, guys, I was gonna do this reading. I don't know if I should upload it, but it was like whoever was sending you demons, like entities, it's almost like they went MIA, like they're missing in fucking action. I don't know who this is for, but the number 21, it's almost like the demon comes and they're like, oh, ¿cómo estás, comadre, compadre, whatever, you know, and you're in isolation and it's good weather and they know, like, yo, I don't know about you guys, but you could be a person that could know all kinds of people, good and bad, high and low. You just get along, your spirit, your energy. And a person that is in the dark, like, you know, the ones, they're in the game or something, the real ones, if you have the aura, like, even if they're working in darkness, you got to understand God is in control of everything. Hasta el diablo, he can't fucking come after you. The devil has to dance. When God tells him dance, bitch, he has to dance. And you could be a person, like those guys know, that person we can't fuck with. Why? Because you're not on a greedy level, man or woman, or maybe you're gonna meet a man like that. If you're a woman, this person comes in and you just know, for some of you guys, it's gonna resonate. They said just to keep it there. And there's something with the spirit world, like, yeah, with the crow, like, have you seen that Crow movie? Like, if you lost a loved one, somebody, if you lost somebody, I don't know, the movie of Crow is gonna be significant. Like, for some of you guys, they don't know, you're a myth. Somebody could be gone and somebody knows they're coming, but this is the spiritual realm. And look, in the spirit world, like, there's a community. If you're one of these persons that in the beginning you feared, you don't fear no more. Like, there's a community, and maybe you see these are people that are coming like you never thought. And this is like real family, because some of you guys are blood families that we grew up with. We were there healing them when they were abusing us, and here it is, the one that I was looking for. Oh, yeah. Look, these two are the ones they wanted me to show you. We're gonna end it right here, but with these two cards. For some of you guys, hang in there. Make that decision on 3-3, they said. If you have to cut this karmic tie, if they feel salty, this is their warning. For some of you guys, they were supposed to apologize, forgive, or make it wrong, but these people don't want to, because they're gonna look stupid, and that's none of your problem. For some of you guys, they could be facing, jail, but that's none of your problem. And a lot of you guys, you pray. There could be your family, but you pray for them. With this miraculous luck, because you trust your path, even though you could be feeling like this, my ladies, my beautiful ladies, look at this. I don't know about you guys, but I feel when you guys have that energy, like así como enojadas, ooh. But look, the light. Like I said, fellas, you gotta understand. And for my ladies, you could have lost a real one. You could have been like, ay, vente la casa, and you know he was out there running the street. That's how you met him. That's how you loved him. And then you try to change him. Don't do that again. But anyways, look, it says right here, fate smiles upon you. You, put it in the comments, I received this. It says, aligning the stars to open a path, unexpected fortune. This moment is a gift, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the universe can send sudden blessings. Take a picture, baby. I'm telling you guys. And that's the number 7. So number 7 could be like your lucky number. You could be born on the 7, like past 7. Either way, take that risk. Because somebody's going to be, look, if you don't take that risk, there's somebody wanting to. They're warning you. They're resentment. Like, no me dejes. But look, this is what God has for you. Like, nobody can mess with your destiny. Some people think like you could have siblings that they want your place, but they can't be your place. And you could be like me, dale. I ain't going to fight for some shit that you know is mine, pero because you could have a parental figure that just doesn't like you. Mine passed away, and I was his right hand, pero you know, and I didn't live with my siblings at a young age, so I didn't know they were that greedy. But you know, at the same time, they weren't that responsible, and that was something that they needed to learn. So I felt that, hey, dale gas, you try it, mom. And that's not my responsibility, you know? You don't have to be shady, but some people think that's the way they have to be, and I chose God. 22, and master of destiny. You are not at the mercy of fate. Pay attention, baby, because this is going to set you free. But a conscious creator of your destiny. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. If you're feeling lost, 17 could be significant. Born on the 17, that's another 8, baby. Un pinche ochos por todos lados en un pinche ocho de la buena. If you're going to put something in your body, que sea de la pinche buena. I don't know who that is. But protect your, that was a joke, but protect your body. Look, betrayal, this flipped out. This is channeled there. They don't want you. There's somebody, look, betrayal of trust. They're mad. First they betrayed you and they're pissed. They don't want you to be empowered. Look, and they're mad because you're cutting. This is going to be something that, look, an agreement. This could be somebody that's mad because you're with somebody else, but this is like, fuck, I lost a real one. This could be spirit team. This could be a friend that says common ground is being made. And for some of you guys, if this is a person that was mad, no quiere que te lo enseñe. Revelation, they're like, fuck, I lost a real one. And yo, the best thing you could do is when you cut ties, do it on your part, do it with love. If they don't want to take accountability, I'm hearing, don't lose your power. Even don't have pride if you have to be here, because this was underneath accountability. But for some of you guys, you will have the opportunity. Somebody comes in, apologize, and you'll know if it's real, and if it's not, it's none of your business. You do your part. You remember what it says, master of your destiny. You're not here to feel lost. And you're in this energy, like you're stepping into this energy, and you're going to realize one thing. If you had people, siblings, friends that were trying to like steal your destiny, la chinga, they're going to get. Why? That means like, fuck, dude. An ass whoop, a spiritual ass whooping. Why? Because they didn't work for it. And you could be a person, like I said in the beginning, you make shit look so easy. It looks easy. But you have a talent. Wherever God throws you. Like I joke around, like God says, I bet you won't make a film like that. Like the other day when I was in the front about love and talk this, and yo, that's a relationship you could build. And sometimes I don't get on. I don't care what people say. And I laugh. They could think whatever. And most people that are going to try to tell you and group up, if they're doing it to somebody, they're going to do it to you one day. Learn that shit. The first time somebody, oh man, we need to, bitch, fuck you. You got to get a whole bunch of people, and I don't participate in that. And some are mad because you don't. You just content. They could take everything away from me. It used to be my dad, the one that was from here. And I learned the hard way. God said, no, you put me even above your mother, your family. And yo, ever since that, I still had to pay. I still had to, it wasn't that I got away with things. No, I still had to, and I accepted, whatever I had to pay, my karmic debt. I know I had to pay it, put it that way. But that's what makes it so amazing, part of my journey. If you don't take accountability and you don't, because there's nobody perfect. Yo, you could be, like, I know some scripters that, they change their life. They're working, they build their own business. Never be ashamed of the past, the people that were in the game and then they changed when they came out. Now they have their business. Some of them used to be, terrible, and they changed. They took this risk. They realized, they're like, man, I don't want to feel lost. And some of you guys, if they did witchcraft, if they took your person, we don't own nobody. We're here to love, to experience, to be empowered, and to help others. And you know what? Major shift. If you were in this energy, so what? People make this big deal. Like I had a sister, I estaba en chinga. I didn't know this shit, pero if I was to tell you why I was reacting, you would be like, are you serious? It was cruel, but doesn't mean I don't love her. She's my sister. That's what she did. But I say this only to tell you that we're all gonna go through difficulties. But remember, look at things from a higher perspective. And if you reacted that way, oh well, it was in the past. You're not the same person. It happens to the best of us. And when you go through this process, man, you'll laugh now. You'll be like, fuck that, I'm not gonna react. You won't spend your energy on that. Why? You're gonna be connected. And some of you guys, you have a person coming that it could be a male or female. And you're gonna know this by what? By the fruits. And this person, if this is you, man or female, or maybe this is the person you used to know, dude, this person has improved, empowered. And now you see this person, if this is your person maybe coming out of jail, you're gonna see him different. This is a person you might bump into this person. This could be an old love, but I see you guys having new love. But again, look, reconciliation. And this could be with you, like, fuck, we acted crazy. I'm telling you, I talked to my inner child. But there's gonna be somebody that's gonna, or if this is you, get out of it. Let's go. I gotta get up in the morning. All right, guys. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, one more. Don't forget to cut those ties. And don't be giving, I heard, don't give out the cookies when you don't need to give them out to a person that doesn't deserve it. I don't know why, but let's see. To wrap this up, what is this? It says the breakthrough. What is the breakthrough for my viewer or viewers? A ver. Look at this. You're allowed to take up space. So some of you guys, you could have Leo in your chart. You need to check it, or you could be in this energy. This is the time, like, I'm laughing, guys, because for some of you guys, man or female, you're about to raise. You're resting right now, but you're about to rise, like, from this water, and your emotions, like a flower. This is gonna be like a lion just chills. This person, like, for some of you guys, it's gonna be the big boss lady or or man, but you're gonna do things different. Like in the cars, remember, you were like, you better do this. Like if you had employees, you might have been on their ass. You were a supervisor or something, but you're being asked to stop playing small. And this could be in your career. Like you want that next step. Stop hanging around with those fucking dumbasses that, excuse my language, stop hanging around with people that don't want to see you elevate. Man or woman, like shoot for the position, and sometimes you got to work a little bit for free to gain access. You don't got to give up the nalgas. I'm not saying that. Some of you guys, you know, you will be put in that position and you'll be tested. I'm not going to lie, shit happens in real life, but if you know your worth, you know your worth. You don't have to do that shit. You could be like, bitch, I know my job. Know your worth and stop playing small. If you, for some of you guys, if you get into that position, you know your shit. God will bless you in a different way. If that happened in the past, turn the page. You're gonna know when with the flower. I mean, with the flower, maybe the flower over here, but with the feather. And look, this is the feather gliding. It's almost like the river is flowing, like just go with the flow. This is like a lighthouse right here. So, you know, it's almost like your internal GPS is gonna guide you, because in the darkness, you're gonna be guiding people, I don't know, through the dark. And look, bold moves only. I'm telling you, whoever you were dealing with, family, whatever it was, they need to walk in their path. Some of them are too worried if this is, like I said, siblings, if it's an ex, oh my God. If you were married to this person, que Dios los bendiga, man or a woman, because how do you compete with your own person you're sleeping with? It says fears. Fear means you're growing. So some of you guys take that leap of faith, and some of you guys could be stone cold. Like you have your eyes closed. I'm telling you, with this right here, you're gonna be unrecognizable. And look, speak your dreams out loud. And look, for the last card, no one is you. And even if you changed on your journey, baby, nobody, like, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody. I'm picking up on your energy, and you're able to adapt. And the more that you let go, and like, I don't know how to tell you this, because people sometimes at first they're like, this about God. I say it because for me it works. But when you have that communication and your inner child is like I act a fool and people might think, and I'm like, but it works, and they're gonna want to, and it's okay. They could copy you as long as they're not hurting you. Some people get to the point where, it's not working. They want to take your soul, and then here you are. They take your shit, and you might even say, here you go. And then you move here, and it falls apart because it's not their energy. Some of them could fake the funk, but you're a person that you're moving on, and you're like so happy. Okay, well, God, what else do you have for me? And some of you guys are meant to be dropped in a specific, industry, and they have you hopping, but you make a difference. You're meant to make a difference. Like, I know my mission here. Even before I started it was to help other people get into business. Ask my ex if I didn't leave them set up. And when you have this light, when you know your mission, you're not gonna be hurt, because your boss is el de arriba. Some people think because you helped them and you started, I am an instrument. My dad used to get pissed because I still would get a check from them. But anyways, divine intervention. And for some of you guys, the closure is you got to keep moving. And some of you guys, when you see the door like this, you're going to be like, oops, that's not for me. And you're going to follow this. That's what I got for you. Infinite Tarot 888. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll probably do another live. I'm being told I got to do another live. And in the next couple hours, I'm going to take a little quick shower, finish my cigarette, my little... And you guys have a blessed day. For my people on the other side of the world, Have a good night. I love you too. Stay blessed. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.